Hi, my name is Luke, and I'm going to answer the prompt about my family origin. So, the majority of my ancestors came over here during the Irish potato famine, and obviously they came from an agrarian society, and specifically, all of my grandparents were agrarian people, I guess you could say. On my mom's side, my grandfather was a farmer, farmed corn, cows, dogs, watermelons, potatoes, you name it, a lot of things. He never graduated high school. He dropped out in 10th grade. He began working when he was 7 for his father. And I think that really influenced my mom in a lot of ways. When you look at my dad's side, my grandfather was a forester, so I feel like that's pretty agrarian. And my grandmother was a secretary. I guess not quite so agrarian, but obviously limited options for women during that time. But I think that also affected my dad in a lot of ways too. I think sort of the fact that none of my grandparents went to college and that only two of them graduated from high school really made my parents want something more for themselves. So they both did go to college, met in college, had me. I think that's um, pretty important because they gave me a lot of privilege in my upbringing. That despite growing up in Mississippi, in a place that is very unprivileged compared to the rest of the United States, it still gave me a lot more opportunities that a lot of people weren't afforded just by the fact that both my parents were college graduates and both teachers. I think that influenced me a lot. I really love to teach. I really love to explain things. I think I want to be a professor one day. So I think that also really played a big impact on me that my parents were both really serious about education. And eventually they got divorced. And long story short, I have 9 siblings now. I have 2 real brothers, a half brother, an adopted sister, and 5 step siblings. So I really understand what it's like to have siblings, older, younger, have siblings of different races, um, different sexualities, a very blended family, a very diverse family that lives all over the US. And I feel like that's afforded me a lot of opportunities, brought a lot of challenges growing up. Those sibling dynamics and those fights and arguments, but I think it built a lot of character, really gave me good abilities to socialize and talk to people. And I think having siblings really helped me learn how to share and live with people and love people who don't always make you happy. So I have a really large, complex family that has changed really quickly. That really quickly went from very poor and very disadvantaged to, I think, a very stable and privileged position in society, specifically in the U.S., which I'm very grateful for. And although I grew up slightly differently, I've never felt disconnected. My mom's actually a farmer, still farms to this day. So I grew up on the farm. So I still feel very much connected to, I don't know, my ancestry in a lot of ways. So thank you.